Hello, hello, hello. This is gonna probably be the last stream, last video, you guys. As people kind of come in. Last stream, last video before everyone kind of joins the live. Sundays are like my family day, so I figured I'd do. Hey, Chewy, what's up? Figured I'd do like a small last minute stream. Try and answer any last minute questions. Let people feel like they get a chance to ask all the questions. Happy to do. Hey, Borg, I think Chewy was actually first. Sorry about that. This is just like a last minute stream, last minute kind of like questionnaire. If anyone has any of those types of like, hey, I don't know this question or whatever, and want to ask it, happy to help. Probably won't last that long if I'm honest. Just want to try and give you guys a chance to ask the questions, get your voice heard. Talk about stamina. They really fixed it a lot. There's a lot of echo, Chewy. Hey, Solus. Echo, echo, echo. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what's causing that echo, Chewy. Got it. Hey, Daniel, what's up? Again, this is, okay. So I'm just trying to answer last minute questions, try to answer last minute, like comments, concerns, things like that. Sundays are like family days for me, so I probably won't be the most active to answer questions tomorrow. So want to try and help where I can today. If you guys don't have any questions, stream's not going to last that long, that type of thing. Tyler, you TP there randomly anywhere inside of your starting area. You can't hit your farms, Jeremy, so you can't hit your farms, so that would be how they're useless. And you can't kick, like if you have farms in your alliance and your plan was to kick, you can't kick farms. So yeah, no stress, Tyler. Hey lady, what's up? Happy to answer any questions. This could be like a 5-minute stream, this could be like a 10-hour stream. Doesn't really matter. Kind of just gonna go until the questions are answered, or you know. Again, Sundays I'm not really the most active because it's family day, so yes, it would be significantly more beneficial to bring an alt than a farm. I'm doing all right, Caesar. It's been a heck of a day. If I'm not to lie, I don't really enjoy lying, so it's been a heck of a day. But you know, we carry on. Yeah, of course, Swamp. I cared zero about what the questions pertain to, as long as it's pertaining to ants. This is just like my dedicated time to help non-Patreons via voice, I guess. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. I'm just here to help however I can. If there are no questions, end stream. Hermes level 35 lizards don't seem that bad. Level 40 lizards, I haven't seen someone solo yet. Thanks, Swamp. I appreciate it. I haven't seen anyone solo level 40 lizards yet, so. But level 35 lizards, there's plenty of people that have soloed it. I don't know if that's like a strength thing or just like a whatever. Yeah. It doesn't even need to really attack, right, Tyler? It can, as long as it's sending, you know, full teams of T1s. So full teams of T1s, we're good to go inside of the Lost Island. So you just need to kill their ability at that point, you know what I'm saying? What else you guys got? Ulix, we'll find out if stream lasts. If stream lasts 2 more hours, we'll find out live if you can use T11s. Best way is to get to Queen 25, cool 'em. Get to Queen 25 and have zone development maxed. That's the best way. And be on a winning server. Yep. NK, I'd say like 40, 50 people with strong teams. Maybe like 15, probably 15 people with strong teams, and then 35 durability killers. But it may be less now. Just stamina is not as big of a concern because all fortresses only take 5 stamina to hit each. But that being said, it's still like a time crunch of 1 hour. So it's a little of this, a little of that. Best ants in Island, in your opinion? Golden Crystal for carriers, Nimble Ant for shooters, and Jet Black for for guardians, and Crimson Fragger for universal. Can I turn the volume on my mic up a little bit? This is about all I got, Eric. If I go much louder, or I can't go much louder, does this sound okay, Eric? In Ficko, and I can pick 1 copy of Reap or Devil's Flower. Which should I go for? I have only 1 copy of Reap now. I would go for Devil's Flower. Swamp, I would go for Devil's Flower. Devil's Flower is not going to be available for another 4 months. You may get a Reap Master from hatching in the next 4 months. Thanks, Ronan. I appreciate the compliment. Recommended Groundhog lineup for Groundhog for carriers without Shukri. Hermes, it's going to be Igmatic, Taylor, Golden Armor, Jack Jumper. Unless you're including new season special ants, then it's going to be significantly different. Hi, Umbras. Appreciate all your videos. You have helped me come a long way. Thanks. Huge shout out to Zone 388, I guess. Thanks. I'm glad to have helped. My Alliance chose blue area. Do you have any tips for this area in particular? Yeah, so we went over a building method yesterday. 1 sec. Yeah, so we went over a build strategy yesterday or last live, but I'm happy again to do it today. So if we go look at the map, we have blue. My alliance has blue, and the alliance that I'm in server 7, which I guess is my alliance as well, right? I've been here for like a month now. Have blue, and I would say like our biggest issue is we didn't. So all towers have to be placed the same way, right? They all have to be placed at a 45-degree angle to the XY axis, right? So this is the Y, and this is the X axis, right? Y, X axis. All of them are flat along the 45-degree angle of those, right? So you should be building on the X and Y axes as optimally as possible. So like from the Alliance blockhouse down here, and this applies to any area, right? From the Alliance blockhouse down here, you should be building down this way and then branch this way. You should be building up this way and then branch to either location. You should be, right? Because tip to tip of the towers is going to be faster than building sideways this way and sideways this way, right? Because then you're utilizing a bunch of hypotenuses over a bunch of sides and right angle 90 degrees. No, Igmatic Taylor is awful for PvP, Caesar. Eric, let's go look at purple. So, and again, that building strategy of like building up here is the same that I would use anywhere. So, if we look at purple, there's a leaf right here, right? So the end of the river can cross over a leaf over here, and then there is another couple of leaves over here. So I'd really strongly recommend like building up towards like this ferry and then up this way and then going diagonally, right? So they went over and around when they could have just used a leaf to go up. It would have been significantly more efficient. Here, this is like kind of okay, but not perfect, right? Because this and then this is like repetitive and not nearly as efficient as just going diagonal. So orange is actually like my preferred location. If I was the one that would have chose for alliance, I would have chose orange. So it doesn't look like orange has a lot of rivers. It looks like orange only has one river. So if we look at the map, right, there's only this one blue line for a river, and it looks like it's ferry crossing lines, so you have to go through the ferries. Doesn't look like I can see via the map, at least, any other rivers for orange. So just plan on using the ferries. How much clay does it take to build an alliance tower? 2,000, Kyle. Takes 2,000 clay. If you have 100 active members, you get 27.5 towers per day. This is orange. I don't know. I don't see another river inside of this map. Eric, I don't know what you're asking me. What else, you guys? You got any other questions? Again, it can be anything related to ants. It can be related to groundhog, right? Groundhog's in another hour and a half, 2 hours. So you can be related to groundhog. It can be that's brown. this is brown. So I'm not 100% confident what you mean there. Yeah, this is brown. So yeah. Thanks, Tyler. I appreciate the compliment. I'm just trying to make this game better for everyone. I don't want to hold anything back. Okay, so this is zone 1. This is zone 2. This is zone 3. There is a lot of rivers in zone 3. This is mustard, is what I've been told to call this, mustard, but it's diarrhea. It looks like, you know, diarrhea. So what's my general strategy for groundhog? Highest peak damage. Ensure that all hits are over 20 mil damage, and then highest peak damage. That's my overall strategy. I would not go for anything else. And I lost my account. Oh, you're fine. I didn't realize. Naya needs to take my account real quick, so we will we'll give her a second to swap. Ulix, I like Ghost Ant in either slot 2 or slot 3. I don't think it's a slot 1 ant. I think GT is. Yellow. Yellow looks okay because of the level 6. Because of the level 6 tunnels. Or not yellow. Yeah, I think that's yellow that has the level 6 tunnels. Fenil, a lot of rivers can or cannot be good. It depends on how well your strategist is. Bander, I've been having a blast and I'm on my ult. I'm very excited for my main to get into the event. I'm not gonna lie, because like this ult, right, was someone's farm, a good friend's farm, before it became my ult, and it's an ult, so it's been treated as such. So I think that once it turns into like a full blown, or once my main is utilized like that, it'll turn into like a full blown fun game. It just depends on how my alliance decides to do politics and stuff. That'll greatly determine everything. I'm kind of interested in this. Why did Brown and Diarrhea swap wonders? What benefit do they see in that? But anyways, yeah. NK, I would start. So there's like a 3-day login now for you get T10s. You get Lost Island season T10s. So like the first 3 days, just try and take like layers level 3, layers level 4. So the update definitely made this event a lot easier for like free to play casual players, right? If we look, layer level 3s now only have T9s. Layer level 4s or layer level 4s, if I can find one. Layer level 3, layer level 5. Sorry, I don't really remember where my layer level 4 is. Layer level 4s have T10s, right? So layer level 3s have T9s, layer level 4s have T10s. So like in the first couple of days, if I was like a full casual guild, I'd be trying to take my layer level 3s, layer level 4s, so that way I can start producing season special ants as fast as possible, and then ensure you take the nodes like everyone else. That seems like a fine lineup, James. I'd use Giant Tooth. If I had to choose, James, between Giant Tooth and Slim Arched, I'd use Giant Tooth in my lineup. Better ceiling than Slim Arched, but worse average. But I go for max ceiling, not average. So it looks like there's leafs on this river, right? So I can't go over like full of it. But it looks like there's some leafs on this river. So if I were Mustard and I were like the initial person, my plan would be to branch up like they did. I'd probably go higher and I would branch up like they did. Take this layer, level 5, this layer level 5, and this residence level 5, and I'd plan on branching this way. It does look like it's a ferry, so I'd plan on branching this way and branching up to these two. I plan on branching down, taking this one, and then this ferry to cross. And then crossing this way, right? That's how I'd do it if I were Mustard. And it looks like there's a leaf right there. So that's how I'd do it, Eric. If I overlap a tower, can I get past it? It depends on how much you overlap by, Gerald. So let's see. Oh, right here, right? So there's no overlap here. So this is like a good example of why tip to tip doesn't prevent an enemy from getting through. But and let's see if I can find like a closer overlap or more significant overlap. Maybe here. Maybe. I can't guarantee it. Yeah. So like you can kind of tell it, but it's not perfect, right? You can kind of see like here where like an alliance tower can kind of get through if it's within that first 1, 2, 3, but then that fourth overlap would prevent another tower potentially from being placed. So there's like a certain amount you have to overlap. Jimmy, I have no idea the politics of server 260. I care all about 0 of them. I don't want to get into politics for my main account, but I assume they have. I don't know. If my leaders tell me to jump, I'm just gonna say how high. If I think that they're idiots, I'll tell them as such. I'm a pretty honest person. I'm not looking to play the game for them. My strategies would probably be different than their strategies. So why play the game for them? If that makes any sense. Yeah, thanks, Gerald. I appreciate the love. Is there any other questions you guys got? What else you guys got? Again, this is all up to you guys. Whatever types of questions you got. What has a better DPS on Groundhog, GT or SA? I know these are bad answers for Groundhog, but it's all I got. Bander, I kind of just answered that question. Slim Arch will be more. Slim Arch will be like more consistent damage. GT will have a higher ceiling, and I prefer Giant Tooth because I prefer the higher ceiling more than I prefer the better average. As long as I reach 20 mil, it doesn't matter to me. So basically, tip to tip, getting to layers and residences, then overlap around wonders and home base. You don't have to overlap around home base at all. It comes with like this protective circle and stuff, and no one can hit you when you're in home base anyways. Tunnels I would prefer an overlap, and wonders I definitely would prefer an overlap. So if we look at a home base, I mean home base looks the exact same, so I just chose a different area than the ones I've showcased. This is all safe area, right? So this is your entire safe area. And then they come with like this border. As you can see, there's like no towers around here, so it comes with like this border of additional area. But the only safe area is this area that's like colored off, but it does come with like this extension, so not that big of a deal. What else you guys got? What other questions? What else can I help you guys with? So if I had perfect politics, if like this game was perfectly mine, like let's say I had the ability to have perfect politics in this game, I would have everyone keeps their initial starting wonder. Then pink and blue fight over this wonder if they want, right? Pink and blue fight over this wonder. Brown and mustard fight over this wonder. Purple and yellow fight over this wonder. Teal gets permission from orange to cross into this tunnel, and then teal and orange fight over this wonder, and then an all-out brawl for the tree. That's what I would do. Now, if I were a little bit heavy, or like an alliance looked like inactive or unfun or whatever, or like they were being dicks, I would gang up on that alliance and I would divide it a little bit differently. But like that's perfect diplomacy to me. That way everyone can like fight a little bit and still has troops for the very end. I really don't enjoy it's like really resource intensive. So yeah. Kyle, my day's been really bad. Let's not talk about that. I've had a pretty awful day. Stream usually on Saturdays is like 7 hours earlier, 6 hours earlier. So what else you guys got? What other questions pertaining to ants can I answer for you? Again, it can be anything. It can be related to anything in the game. Nah, Daniel, I haven't. I have friends that have. Golden Crystal is insane. Even without a leader colony, they're breaking like 100k troop deaths. Right? They're outperforming other DPS. So, if I had to pick like one season special ant per style, it would be Nimble Tree Ant for shooters because it's the enabler. It would be Jet Black for guardians. It would be Golden Crystal for carriers, and then it would be not Ruby. Where is it? Oh, I guess I have one copy of it. It would be Crimson Fragor for Universal, and you get one free copy. Kyle, so do I. What is your favorite things about the island so far? Probably that it's significantly different, right? Nothing is the same. I guess like you have to hunt insects and stuff is the same, but there's like an increased difficulty in insects. There's a fatigue factor, so like you can't hunt too far, so you have to be more cognitive of it. You can't just like hop on and go. I was doing the hop on and go earlier this thing, and as you can see, like I got level 19. I got level 19s that I lost to because I wasn't paying enough attention, so it's definitely something I'll have to pay attention to. And then level 40 geckos, I haven't seen anyone solo a level 40 gecko, so I can ask my zone real quick. You don't like Crimson? Am I wrong in my statement of Crimson? In its battle, its squad will have piercing effect when damage dealt. Ignore 50% of enemies' defense. That seems pretty insane for Crimson. I don't understand why that's bad to you. 80% chance to deal blah damage, 90% damage times 50, right? So, or plus 50, so 2 times. That seems pretty good. 1 round prep, 100% chance to increase squad's damage by 25%, which lasts for 2 rounds. After that, deals 220%, 270% damage to all enemy squads. I don't know why you don't like Crimson Fragger. Seems pretty good. Crimson Fragger seems great. Sturdy, it depends on how efficient you are. So, the Lost Island shop, one has a like daily fruit management that you can get them all from. So if I click on I, you get them from wild creatures, you get them from hunting geckos and stuff like that. So you have to balance which one's appropriate for that. And then you also have, if I look at a hornet, right? So the first 20 hits of a hornet have some, right? So I don't know how much. So this is like 4 fruit. So that's 4 plus the drop here. So it's not really more beneficial to hunt a hornet versus a level 19 wild creature. Kind of depends on what's close by to what you have. But then you can also get some from your first hit on a gecko level 40. Nope, not on your gecko. But you can also get some from like the season shop for that. And then whenever you're the first to invade like a layer, not all the time, when you're the first to invade it, first occupied rewards, you get this. So kind of depends on all of that. And there's no stress. This is like a pretty chill stream, just trying to answer questions, just trying to help out. Friday or Sundays are family time, so I probably won't be on very much to like help answer questions. Thanks, Donna. I appreciate the love and support. It's insane to me. I've gained over 1,000 subscribers in less than a month. How crazy is that, you guys? Not that I check every day. David, I will say that my wife, who has been pretty inactive in the game, is buying Devil Flower and 2 copies of Lazy Sniffer, and I fully support it. It's a $1,100 investment. I think Devil Flower is insane. Well, while it only has a 25% chance to proc, and while it is only normal troop damage that buffs, I don't think that a level 11 Mantis versus a level 11 Devil Flower will have the same playing field in competing on Groundhog. I don't think it'll be possible for someone without it to do the same damage. Because like Groundhog's all about that one high RNG hit for first place, right? So you're betting on it proccing 4 times, right? Instead of 1 time. And the people going for first are going to have high genetics. So I genuinely don't think that it's possible for a first person player that's going for it to compete against a first person player that has it. You know what I'm saying? My brain's not that good. I'm just I'm a very analytical person and a very honest and blunt person, so like it can be pretty bad sometimes. Nah, James. I am meant to do a video on me doing one of the farm spam videos, so that way I do it. It'll probably turn into a stream. Maybe like next Saturday. It depends on how the Lost Island buzz goes, right? So if I keep getting DMs about only Lost Island and stuff like that and not about the rest of the game, I'll keep going on Lost Island stuff. If my Discord like settles down and they're asking like normal questions again, my stream next Saturday, one of the streams I want to do is on setting up a farm and just have it be like a 4 or 5 hour stream of me setting up the farm the way that you're supposed to. Almond Joy, of course, I'd never count how many subscribers I have. Of course not. I'm not impressed and surprised by every subscriber. Not at all. Nope, not me. That's not me. Does everyone get first reward? Only those that participate in taking it. Trina, everyone gets first reward. I'm not very active on this account. I mean, I'm active like twice a day, and they take layers like 5 times a day. So, and I get first reward every single time. Yes, Trina, you should not do Groundhog before you level up Devil Mantis. You should level up Devil Mantis first. Bander, the thing that's great about... And if I've missed your question, you can't bypass bridges and you can't bypass ferries, Gerald. So if I've missed your question, please feel free to ask it again. Chat's going a little bit faster than I can normally keep up with, so... I won't feel offended, and hopefully you're not offended if I miss your question. Just ask it again. Anyways, Devil Flower, skill 8 has a triggering effect. At level 11, it's 25%, and it says the normal attack of shooter squads in backline will deal 100% damage to 2 other enemy squads additionally. So normally your squad only hits like first row, right? Now you're going to hit the 2 other enemy squads. So now your first row normal attack is hitting first squad and the other 2 squads. So you like the back row DPS is now never immune to back row damage. And for like Groundhog, you're hitting 3 rows worth of damage, right? Just like Shikari Master, stuff like that. NK, thanks for the love. Absolutely, carriers for life. Unless we're talking to my wife, then I would never say that. Absolutely never, because I don't want to sleep on the couch. Daniel, I don't do anything to make it cheaper. It all confuses me. I'm not gonna lie. Jen, Devil Flower 10 times out of 10 times. Not because the shooter ant is bad. My wife is getting the shooter ant. But because the shooter ant isn't tested, so we don't know exactly how far it will be. Like, right, some people, it's a $250 investment today and a $250 investment on another trip, right? So that's a $500 ant to have skill it unlocked and skill 6 unlocked, right? Whereas Devil Flower, we know exactly how it works and what it does, so it's like pretty intense. So I would definitely do Devil's Flower. Also, we just saw Stag Beetle for the first time, and that was out 4 months ago. So assuming it's the same schedule, it's gonna be 4 more months before you get Devil's Flower. Whereas like Proada has been available like 5-6 times since then. So Lathy Sniffer is gonna be probably available 4 or 5 times before Devil's Flower. Although if I were the marketer and or if a marketing team is watching this, the way that I would do this is every event from now on, I would offer a 7-star fantasy 7-star fantasy insect egg, and then you could choose any of the 4 new fantasy, right? Devil Sniffer or Devil Flower, Emperor Scorpion, Stag Beetle, or Potatomine. No, Darwash, the way you get Bioessence in the event is inside of the season store, is inside of here. That's how you get fruit. Do all your evos such as advanced combat, gene germs, cells work on the seasonal ants. Yep, everything works. So excuse me, if we look at it might take a second to find one. Oh no, never mind. I think this one has it. So you can see I'm leading seasonal ants. If we go to unit attributes, you can see all of my germs and genes and stuff are there. So yep, everything that you invested is worth it. What else you guys got? Swamp, it's one of my dogs. We gave them like the largest bone we've ever given them because we had to leave, and Saturdays and Sundays are usually like non-crate days, so I ran up to the butcher shop and gave him like a giant bone. Trina, yes, I did. I did the math live on stream another day. I can do it again if you would like. Left side is active. Ulix 3 days. It takes 3 days now. Not well, okay. So there's season 10 troops and there's season 11 troops. It takes a full day now to get season 10 troops, right? So if we go to season milestones, we scroll all the way down. Not season milestones, sorry. Season achievements, we scroll all the way down. The first 3 days, you get enough troops to fill an entire row, right? So the first day, of course, or the first 3 days, you'll get season level 10, and then they changed it now so that whenever you like invade a lair or residence or anything like that, and you do this, it should come with, maybe it's just layers. 1 sec. It comes with troops. I've seen it. It does come with troops. Give me 1 sec. Somewhere it'll say somewhere that it comes with troops, but it comes with troops whenever you take something now, plus your nodes. So you definitely have like a team, probably like week and a half. Almond Joy, the only buffs that you have are inside of your building enhancement, and I can definitely go over that. So you have your queen, which increases all attack and all defense and all health, which I like leveled up, and then I leveled my barracks up first. Porcent, which is a part of the nerd herd, did the math, and it may not be beneficial to everyone to enhance this first. It's still going to be my first enhancement, but there's definitely arguments to not doing it first. For me, the increase in honor output and the overall getting the troops consistently or more rapidly is beneficial to me, but again, I've seen the math to see why it would not be. And this increases healing, but it's only 25% at level 20. Alliance Center increases seasoned soldier and health. Evolution is attack. Entrance is defense. Special Ant Habitat is when fighting for a fortress, increases all soldier ant health. When fighting for a fortress on the mutation floor, increases attack. Insect Habitat is defense while fighting for a fortress. Pro Rally Center is the attack, defense, and health of the Pro Rally Center, and the other 3 rally centers are the destructive power. No, Ulix, it did not. It is difficult to get 6th chest. It is difficult to get 3rd chest sometimes. That like you'll probably only get 6th chest based off of enhancement, and that's a lot to get 6th chest, so it did not. Yes, Trina, but the math behind it shows that it's less honor, or it's not a significant increase in honor. However, to me, it's still worth it. So if we click on the nodes, you can see here, you gain it by honor and you gain it by alliance influence. So, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to help. What else you guys got? Again, this is this is a question-driven stream. I have exactly 0 flow for this stream. I didn't think about it before I started. Alliance influence is a couple of ways. So if you go over here and then this is a reputation ranking. This is reputation. So this is reputation, which reputation increases the overall output. Reputation increases the overall output of soldier ants from fortresses. That's not the alliance ranking, though. I don't think. Sorry, my brain farted on where to get it from. Alliance influence. 200. I guess we could look 235,000. If I go over here, reputation rankings, I'm ranked 21. Yeah, no, it's not that. Wow, I can't believe I can't remember where to get it from. I can't believe I can't remember where it's at. Yeah, sorry, my brain farted on where it's at. I forgot. Hatch day for both games. This is honor. This is honor ranking. This isn't alliance reputation ranking. This is honor. Yeah, the season rewards is how you get honor. This is alliance. What she's asking is alliance influence, and I don't remember how to get my alliance influence. Unless you're talking, is there another place? I mean, there's a tracker for it. Alliance influence reach 250,000, but I don't remember how to get it. Daniel, I'm not. I just don't. Maybe I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, here it is. It's not easily trackable. Occupy fortresses. Fortresses are different levels and types. Can provide different alliance influence. Thanks, Joy. Thank you, Daniel. I think this is where you meant to go. So, occupy fortresses. Fortresses are different levels and types. Season wonders, wonder residence layers can provide different alliance influences. So that's your alliance influence. So I guess it's like even across the board for everyone. 0-star GA better than 2-star SA. Probably not, Kyle. Probably not. I have a DPS chart in my Discord I can find for you if you need me to. If you need me to, just say. No offense. I will happily do it for it. So alliance influence is formed by the alliance, not by the individual person. I guess I never looked into it. I apologize. What do you recommend for free choice day? Yeah, I recommend season hatching. 100% would recommend season hatching. 10 times out of 10 times. For both of them. It would be cool to be able to do gathering day, but then you're like kind of stuck, and if your alliance needs something or if you need something, I just feel like gathering day inside of Lost Island is like not being a team player at all. It's, I mean, it maybe like the first week you could possibly, because like, so the first, I guess it kind of depends. Let's try and look at this a little bit more detailed than just like an overarching hatch day. So I would, if you have T8s and T9s, I'd definitely do hatching in non-Lost Island. In Lost Island, you don't have Alliance Expedition, so like you can do gathering day a little bit easier on either Saturday or Sunday, but not on both. But it depends on like where your alliance is. So you don't unlock tunnels until like Monday or Tuesday, so after free choice day. So if on the first week your alliance is like all done hitting all the layers and residences and there's nothing else for you to do, yeah, sure, gather. But if your alliance is like still spreading out and still doing stuff, it seems pretty like a pretty bad move to tell your alliance to go screw themselves. How hard are residence level 7s? How fast can you take it? It depends. One of these residences, this residence level 7, we took in 57 minutes, 58 minutes, and you only get an hour. It was terrifying. But other ones we took in like minutes. So it kind of, or we took in like a half hour, 45 minutes. So it kind of just depends on who's active and how strong your alliance is, right? Residences level 7s are pretty high up there in troop power, right? There's 17.5 million troops up there, and they're all T11. They're season 8 level 11 troops, so there's a lot there. Thank you again, Almond, for the $2 donation. I really appreciate it. What else you guys got? Residence level 7 is easy if you set a time for your lines to hit. Yeah. Thanks, Gerald. Yeah, Daniel, kind of, you have to remember, Daniel, we're server 2 through server 50, so like a blanket statement of it's easy if you set your time, set time for your lines to hit is like a little bit hard to say, right? Because like a lot of our teams have like overall T9s and stuff like that, so all I can really do is just share what we have, right? Because 17.5 million seasonal level 11s may not be doable, right? So like for us, we took this residence level 7 first week before we expended, before we had seasonal troop ants, before we had T10 seasonal troop ants, right? Because those weren't even out when we took this. But for other people, it may be difficult. That being said, everyone will have seasonal 10 troop ants by the time you guys take this residence, because the game changed and got easier for free to play. So that was huge improvement. Good solid huge improvement, not like a bad improvement. I really like that they made this feature even easier for free to play. So you gotta be careful, Daniel, when like, because my audience is not just server 2 to server 50. Yeah, see, that's a good representation, Trina. That right there. So on S2, right? Because so Trina's from like a lower level, right? And no one has been able to take their wonders nor anything over level 5. That's a good representation, right? We're this powerhouse right here, this group right here is supposed to be the best of the best that this game has to offer. These 8, right? So this perspective is a little bit skewed. Trina's perspective is like a solid, like a more realistic perspective for like other servers, right? So resource management, Almond. Definitely resource management. There's a lot of PvP and like angst inside of here sometimes. Yeah. Daniel, what do you mean? It should be after an hour, it just fully resets to max health and everything else. Hey, Sleepy, thanks. Day's getting better thanks to the community and thanks to the live stream. This has been going pretty well. So I guess my alliance has never failed to take it, but the way that I understood was at an hour, it just reset to max HP, max duration at the 1 hour mark. What are you trying to tell me, Daniel? But Almond, back to Almond's question, 100% is definitely like the resource management versus like PvP. The stamina, again, stamina is the duration. Health stays at the percent you take it to. So you're saying like the troops reset after an hour, but the durability, is that what duration health? You're talking about the durability, Daniel? Anyways, resource management versus stamina, but stamina is way easier now. The Stamina is way easier now because layers, resident, all fortresses, right? Wonders, tunnels, everything only takes 5. So stamina's way easier. So since the stamina is easier, it's not that big of a deal anymore for stamina. But the resources, a lot of people run out of resources for healing their troops and everything. And while they made the seasonal troops cheaper to heal, your overall like troops still cost a lot and stuff. So what else you guys got? Trina, I guess I haven't seen that myself. I've never heard of this before, Daniel. So I've seen a YouTube video of it not working that way. So maybe it changed after an update. But there was a YouTube video of it not working that way, where everything reset after an hour. So, but maybe it's changed since that YouTube video, right? Because there were some pretty massive free-to-play friendly changes that happened on April 25th. So why don't I stream on Twitch, Quirky? Because I don't have a following base there. So to be completely honest, I have a wife and a kid, and if I'm not making like, I'm not making a lot, right? I'm making like $10 to do a 4-hour stream. But on Twitch, you have to have like 40 hours streamed or 80 hours streamed, 50 viewers, and like 10 chatters or something in order to get anything going or stuff like that. And then you have to apply, and people can get denied and stuff like that. So like here I'm at 53 viewers, so I probably wouldn't qualify, right? Because I've dipped down to 35 viewers. I've dipped up to 64. So and this way it notifies everyone in YouTube. So it doesn't make sense for me to stream on Twitch at this time. If I switch to like a dual PC setup and I can stream on both, then I'd do both. But YouTube just makes more sense. Thank you, that's Jax. I love Jax Caesar. We also have another dog, Lydia. Lydia is also beautiful. But Jax doesn't have personal space. Neither does Lydia, but Jax just comes all the time. Sorry if that was a little too honest, but that's who I am. So anyways, any other questions, you guys? What else you got? I wish I could get like these. I have to set up the, so like I have some new settings that I have to set up, and once I set those up, it'll be pretty cool to see how all this works and stuff. Because some of my stuff doesn't fully work right now the way that it's supposed to. So I haven't had time to set it up. Thanks, Adrian. What other questions you guys got though? What other questions you guys got? Happy to help, happy to support. Just need questions asked. Straight line is still the optimal way. Yes, tip to tip. Whoa, okay. Thank you, SVamp Saft 559, and thank you, Adrian. That huge for both of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys both so much for the love. Straight line is still the optimal way. Yeah, tip to tip is still the optimal way, and straight is still the optimal way. So like right, so if we look at a tower, it's 9 blocks by 9 blocks, right? And then if we do the math, right, so if we look at like tip to tip of 9 blocks, 9 up, 9 up, 9 squared plus 9 squared equals 81, right? So if I remember right, the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? Did I do that right? So if I want to calculate for c, I have to do 9 squared plus 9 squared, or sorry, yeah, 9 squared plus 9 squared, so 81 plus 81, and then the square root of it. 1 second, any calculator for that? I'm not that smart. 81 plus 81 equals 162, and then the square root of 162 is 12. So you're basically, instead of traveling 9 blocks by going side to side, you're traveling 12.2 blocks or whatever that math was right there. If that makes sense, Sleepy. Eric, the most difficult thing that we've encountered has been fixed, minus the resource management for healing. Stamina was like the biggest issue originally, but it's not that big of an issue anymore. So yeah, thank you so much, SVamp and Adrian. Huge shout out to you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so like, yeah, that's why tip to tip is better. You're traveling 3 extra blocks. Hopefully that helps anyone else that had questions on it. That's why. David, it's only really impacted, so the update impacted like layer level 3, right? So now they're T9s, and then layer level 4s, if I can find one. You'd think I'd know by now, based off of how many times I've had to find this. Layer level 4s. So layer level 3s are T9s, and layer level 4s are T10s. The rest are still Season Alliance Troops 11s. David, we don't even announce when we do a level 3. But again, okay, so you guys have to remember, every one of our 100 players has T9s. Almond, yeah. So with tip to tip, you can see here, they were able to easily pass through. They're able to easily pass through with tip to tip. And it's a perfect tip to tip, right? So I can't see how much overlap would have prevented that. Maybe over here. Nah, not even right there. So here you can. So maybe right here, there's a little bit of tip to tip versus overlap. This is like kind of showing it, right? So there might have been a little, no, there was no overlap. That was tip to tip too. Yeah. Well, Cameron, you gotta remember, we're server, so in my group, we're server 2 through server 50, and we're the highest alliance power as most active alliances, 100 out of 100 alliances, right? So like, the game deems these 8 alliances to be the best of the best of all alliances possible. I'm not saying that's what we are. I'm saying that's what the game deems us to be, right? So you really have to like you really have to put that into consideration, right? So that's why I try really hard not to say that like something was super easy or super difficult. I try to like just give information on what it's about, right? Because what's easy for us, right? Like we took a wonder on day 3, super easy. What's easy for us might be difficult for others. But a layer level 3 should be super easy. A layer level 4 should be like relatively easy. And now like layer level 5's residences should be easier after day 3, because as Trina said, they haven't been able to take higher than a level 5 in their group, right? No, Trina, you no longer have to do solo rallies. Everything is 5 stamina. Stamina is no longer like, it can still be a pinching point, but now like the towers and the clay cause more of a pinching point than the stamina does. So it's gotten significantly better now that it's 5 stamina for everything. 5 stamina for everything related to a fortress. It's still 10 stamina. It's still 10 stamina to hit an insect. It's still 10 stamina to hit a resource node, and it's 20 stamina for a rally, for a creature rally. One other small thing: do the layers and stuff have areas around it, like a 9x9 or whatever it is? If tower touches the area around, can you attack it, right? Yeah, if your tower touches it, an area can attack it, Sleepy. But they're different. So tunnels have a gap of 5, right? So if we count real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So tunnels have a gap of 5. And then if we look at like residences, they still have a gap of 9, I believe. One sec, it'll be easy to tell if it's a gap of 9 or if it's 11. We'll just go here, we'll click build, and if we carry it right here, so our alliance towers have a gap of 9, and clearly they have a gap of 9. And then if we click on a wonder, just to double check a wonder real quick, clearly a wonder has a gap of 9, but we will just prove it, right? Easy to prove. As you can see, if it's like a glove, perfect square here. So gap of 9 on the wonders as well. How bad is blue, Donna? Not bad at all, in my opinion. I love blue, but orange. If I could have picked any area, it would have been orange. Can you show me teal, please? That's the zone my alliance chose, and kind of want to see the route they took. Yeah, absolutely, David. So teal is all right. So teal. I know I have a couple of colorblind people. Teal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Teal is zone 6 for those that are interested. So teal is actually pretty nice because, again, as we just showed, going up on the y-axis or across on the x-axis is more efficient than going at a 45-degree angle or anything else, because it covers 12 versus 9 spaces at a time. And teal has like this nice route to go across, so you can like go up and then don't do this. This is a waste, right? Do not do this. What you should have done is, as they're going up, as you can see, this straight line, this is really nice. They should have gone straight here, so that way they're going 12 across right here. That would have been better and more efficient. And then instead of doing this, they should have taken this and then gone across this way. Would have been more efficient. Sarah would have picked orange over any other, probably because, so teal and yellow have this like natural barrier of 11.7 million troops on tunnel level 6, right? Which is like 11.7 is half of like a wonder, and it's like the exact same as like a residence level 7, so it's going to be a lot longer before someone breaks through like a tunnel level 5, which is 6 million troops, right? So I definitely would, if you can like strike a bargain with teal, or even if not, right, the wonders like super, you have to be like going from teal across the entire orange in order to get into pink, or you have to be going from pink down to the wonder and across. It's inefficient. Orange is next to pink, which means it has access to this one, or this clash area, and it's only the 2 locations that have access to this clash area. Vice it, every other clash area is 3. And I think pink has a little bit too much pressure on it, because it has this wonder that it has to protect, and it has this wonder that it's like has access to. So personally, I think orange is better. Also, Slim, my Patreon and someone that's in orange right now, was very persuasive in his language. Not gonna lie, Slim was very persuasive. Is the starting point always the same? Yes, Hazy. Starting point is always the same. The Alliance blockhouse appears on the general map that you see when you're looking at it right now. What else, you guys? Smitten, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it, Smitten. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those that do not know, Smitten is my newest moderator in my Discord, and he is the newest member of the Nerd Herd. Smitten has proven that he is very, very good, very active in my Discord, and is pretty like math driven, science driven. So huge shout out to Smitten. Thank you for joining, being willing to join and stuff like that. No, Alejandro. So orange eggs, the reason some people are waiting for orange eggs is because of this right here. Oh, sorry, not this. This right here where it says after a period of time, some season special ants will be able to be hatched out from Supreme Hatch. So not always, doesn't have to be. Not always doesn't have to be, but we don't know what this timer is either, right? So it's like really hard for me to tell people to wait because this timer could be 45 days. This timer could be 60 days. This timer could be 180 days. This is like super vague and no one will answer what that timeline is. So absolutely, Smitten, you deserve it. So Banderboo, if you've ever been in an aggressive alliance expedition, take that, multiply it by 10, add in pay to win features, and you've gotten it. PvP in this area can be brutal, assuming everyone is good at it. If you're better at them and they suck, like if they don't have strategies for PvP, then they'll fail and you'll win. So hopefully like you got the strategies for PvP. If you'd like to know the strategies for PvP, feel free to ask. Asking you shall receive. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cover something I covered in the last event or in the last live unless someone wants me to. You know what I'm saying? If you ask, I'll answer. What else you guys got? I got you, David. Adrian, so Discord, how can I join your Discord? So link is actually in the description of this video. While you're down there, please drop a like, and you can just click on the link and it should auto-populate you to my Discord. What would be good if we have the other alliances as allies? Donna, to assert it depends on how many alliances you have, to be honest. I'm really good at PvP strategies, but I'm free to play. That's the only thing holding me back. Vanderbilt, it doesn't matter if you're good as long as the pay-to-win players listen to you, or if you have no pay-to-win players, hopefully you're in a group with not very many pay-to-win players. Island is T1 carrier ants, the best in the game. No, T1 carrier ants suck just like at all other times except for Alliance Expedition. Nah, Sarah. I think the island is beautiful. It's probably the best vacation in the game. I'm gonna be honest. This island event has excited me so much that my wife may actually be playing the game a little bit now. So Donna, sounds like you're gonna walk all over them. All right, so PvP strategies. Let's get into the question by David. All right, so PvP strategies. When you reinforce a already taken alliance tower, right? So if I am currently building or destroying, for instance, a alliance tower, right? So this alliance tower, let's say it's mine. If I troop support it, I keep my shield. Let's say this isn't my alliance tower, but my alliance has invaded it and we're currently destroying it. If I support it, I keep my bubble. So I can stay bubbled, support my alliance members that are unbubbled doing PvP or taking towers, right? Being aggressive, taking towers, or support deconstruction of things while staying bubbled. So the intelligent move would be to have aggressive players, like 6 to 10 aggressive players, hitting things while using their stamina. And then as they're running low on stamina, they can swap out and become a support role, because sending 2 here, right? Troop support, if I select a unit, it's 0 stamina. It takes 0 stamina. Same if I'm invading another thing, or if I'm building an alliance tower, everything is 0 stamina. So as you're running out of stamina, those people take a step back. Some of the bubbled people take a step forward. And then after 25 minutes, they can bubble, but they can still be sending out and doing things. Now, the opposing side, assuming they're not watching me or they don't know what defense is, they probably won't be doing that, at least initially, until they watch you and like grow and listen, right? Or grow and learn. So you can be like zeroing their anthills, right? Because after you've zeroed their anthills, you've taken all of their resources, you've gotten rid of their troops, they're probably out of the fight for a little while. Unless they like diamond back, but eventually like resources run out and stuff like that. So you can like be rallying them, you can be like everything, right? Because if they're at like their alliance tower, trying to support it from being hit, they can't teleport away while you're rally hitting them. So hopefully that helps a little bit with like strategies, tips, guides. If that doesn't make sense to you guys, just let me know. Those are like, that's like very basic PvP. Very basic. So Donna, if like, okay, so if you're like with an all peaceful and they want to all have nap and like hold hands and sing hallelujah, totally fine. My game reset. Sorry, you guys, 1 sec. The way that I would do it is everyone keeps their starting wonder, and then the strongest alliance that could like, bully their way to the top anyways, gets the tree, right? Gets the tree, and then drops their wonder, and then they can keep their wonder, right? It doesn't really matter. And then if we look at the season rewards, they get their tree, so that's all that matters for them, is that they get their tree, and then occupy 3 wonders, which is like your wonder, one of the clash wonders, and then whoever took the tree, that wonder. So that's 3 wonders for them. And then the third strongest would get 2 clash wonders, or 1 clash wonder, and then area 51's clash wonder. So then 2 people, or 1 person's walking away with the tree rewards. The second and third strongest alliances are walking away with the occupy 3 wonder rewards, and then everyone else is walking away with the occupy 1 wonder reward. So that is personally how I would do it if I was in like an all peaceful server, Donna. If you get zeroed, Sarah, you randomly teleport to anywhere inside of your safe area, right? Your starting area, and then you can like diamond build. So that's where like the pay to win aspect starts, right? Because now like in Alliance Expedition, you can't do this, but in here you can buy back durability, which I have no idea where the entrance in here. You can buy back durability and stuff. So yeah. Donna, does that make sense, right? So first strongest gets the tree and drops their wonder. Second strongest gets 3 wonders. Third strongest gets 3 wonders, and the rest of them get 1 wonder. If we look at like the rewards, it's not significantly different. It's not like it should be like a giant emotion fest or whatever you want to call it. It should not be that significant. Like you get the skin, I guess, if you occupy the Tree of Abundance, but they should be strong. But like occupying 3 wonders is 500 creature remain difference for the R5. Like it's a 500 creature remain difference for all of them. They technically get more eggs for occupying 3 wonders versus a tree, but these have better odd eggs. Or no, they get the same amount of eggs. So like, again, not that big of a deal. And then occupying one wonder is only four less eggs. And everyone has like the pity, right? So like these rewards are not worth the stress. It's not worth like fighting over it. Literally, this person is likely, these people are likely going to hatch the same amount of special ants as this top person that owns everything, because there's only 15 eggs with like not a significant boost in chance. So all you're really fighting over is 4,000 creature remains. Super not worth the stress. Not worth it. That's why like you should prioritize SVS over this event. But this event just gives you more goodies, so there's no reason not to participate. That's my personal attitude, right? Like, I'm just one guy with an attitude, or like with an opinion, right? You could, whatever you guys want to do. Care, don't care, all up to you. What else you guys got? Other questions, cons, concerns, queries, conundrums, quiffles, quabbles, quibbles, or as my wife likes to say, Quidditch. What else? What else you guys got? Any other questions? If there's no other questions, I'm not offended, you guys. I've done like 4 or 5 of these Q&As. I assume it's like the same group of people coming up trying to ask questions that they like last minute thought of. Not offended if there's no additional questions. I'm just here trying to help people, right? So, ooh, we got a solo level 40, but the level 40 gecko was inside of its location. So, oh, it wasn't inside of its location. It was a good decent distance away. Is that level 40? Wow. Six-star mimicry master, 3-star mimicry master, 6-star reap master. Whoever's not jealous isn't being honest with themselves. Scott, you can ask the most basic I can't say my normal expression. You can be the most Cali white girl person you want to be. I'm here for you. Indra, you should only be joining the Lost Island for fun. You should only be joining the Lost Island for fun. Chewy, we all know that you're only jealous of the mimicry master. Don't even try to pretend. Where did I end up with my main Trina? I ended up in dark blue. Scott, literally any question. Think of it off your dome. I'm here to help you. If you don't want to ask any questions, that's totally fine. But literally any question, think of it off your dome. I'm happy to help you. Happy to help you. There is exactly 0 reason not to ask questions right now. You guys, for those that don't know, Chewy is the resident Guardian main. He thinks that Guardians are gonna rule the world one day. Vanderboo, if it makes you feel any better, I spent $250 for my second Master Ant. Daniel, that's the best reason to join. That's why I joined. Not even gonna lie. I joined to have fun and, you know, drink a couple. It does not matter to me. I'm just here for some special ants. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. You know, you're not. You know what I mean? I think those people that stress out over it are pretty wild to me. Pretty wild. Do all of the monuments have the same buff, or are some better than letters? Layers are so layers are the lowest on the totem pole. Residences are the second best, and wonders are the best for like quantity and quality of buffs. Now different layers have different buffs, different residences have different buffs, but it goes to layers, residences, wonders, and then obviously different levels have different have a different level of that buff, but it's the same, or it's the same type of buff. I can show off a couple if you want. Is there a way to view the map so we can plan accurately where to place towers beforehand? Sarah, in my Discord, real quick. In my Discord, oh, probably pretty good if I drop this. In my Discord, under Lost Island screenshots and Lost Island community, there is a map not made by me, made by the professor. It's not fully done. Professor was going to update it, so let me ask him. Which I shouldn't ask this in this channel, and anyone else that makes a comment other than me like this in this channel will get deleted. But there is this is the version, and this is what I used inside of my video. That should help you. It gives like an overall pretty good way to strategize. The only thing it doesn't really have on there is leafs, so hopefully it helps people plan out really well. Yeah. I will have to rewatch this. Too many people in game asking questions. Feel you, Smitten. Sorry, Steve. I'm gonna be honest though. Duels is my least favorite aspect of the game, so I don't really try in duels. So sorry about that. Well, I'm in server 260. I'm living with some of the nerd herd. I'm having a fun time again inside of the game, so I'm really happy that I made the move. The alliance in season chain openly asked if other alliances to team up against us, and now we are peaceful. Marcus, the game's wild. Our server has a huge whale that's 70 million power above second place. Can we do anything about that? No, Callium. Migrate out. Ashley Keefe, thanks, Umbra. You've been a huge help in preparing. I'm doing my best, Ashley. I am doing my best. I'm gonna be honest. It's getting to a point that I've considered closing my DMs on Discord. So if that happens in the near future, hopefully no one's upset. But I'm starting to get to the point that I'm getting overwhelmed. So, anyways, what else, you guys? Any other questions? Anything else I can help you guys out with? Again, happy to help. Or I could not help. You guys could tell me that you got no other questions. So. Whatever you guys want. So my question: the new shooter ant seems pretty bonkers. Is it worth looking into the ants before the new event? Steve, I'm gonna be honest. My wife is getting the new special ant, so and we haven't spent on her account like that in a very long time. So I personally am of the opinion that the new special ant is insane, and I think a lot of other people are too. So hopefully that helps. Scott, shooters or carriers, I wouldn't go guardian. You should build those up. Shooters are definitely a solid choice. My wife says shooter main, I'm a carrier main. I would only build one unless like you pull an insane season special ant. And Umbra comes from a poem that I wrote in 8th grade. It's Latin for shadow, or in older manuscripts, Umbra is used as the darkest essence of a shadow. That's the definition I choose to use for Umbra. So UmbrasDarkness is the darkest essence of a shadow's darkness. How many towers would you place at a tunnel to help build the fence? 2. Unless I'm Trina, in which case I'd build 3. But I think 3 is very excessive. I would build 2. I've heard that it's best to build tip to tip in the beginning just to gain ground and not overlap any thoughts. Absolutely, April. So you have so April, if we look at Race of Champions, we look at season milestones. This season milestone is a day. This season milestone is a day. This one's 2 days. This one's a day. This one's a day. This one's a day. This one's a day. And this one is instantaneous. So it's like 7 or 8 days, depending on how you count on it, before tunnels unlock. So you should be able to get every layer and residence inside of your area before then, assuming you use the tip to tip method and have enough active players and are strong enough. So depending on activity, depending on strength and everything, tip to tip is just like less towers wasted and stuff like that. So definitely more advantageous to do tip to tip. Just found the Discord channel. Wish you had promoted it earlier. I've sure been looking for it. Marlena, I promote it almost every video. I'm not sure what you mean. The community makes me, right? This live is only possible because of the community. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. So I'm gonna be there. Fran, it would not be illogical to say that you're going to be able to hit the T9 layer level 3, and then again after 3 days you have a full march of the season special ant level 10s. David, I would place it's not different than normal Gerald. Well, it's better than normal Gerald. It is better. Gathering day here is better than normal, with the exception that you have 7 other servers that could hit your node to be aggressive and be poopy to you. But I would not. So David, I would not initially place 2 towers on a ferry, because if you see someone aggressively advancing towards your ferry, you could subsequently place a second ferry or place a second tower. So I would keep like a tower in reserve to be able to place if someone is aggressively advancing towards your ferry. But like over here, I'd only place one ferry, right? Over here, they didn't even touch this ferry. But as people are like advancing towards your ferry, then you could place a second tower. So Gerald, you own all of your nodes. So literally you just click on your node and then you can send a gathering team, and you can gather a maximum of 625,000 at a time. But the second that you return your troops, it resets that 625,000. So that's why I say it's pretty insane. I'm at Queen 20, but don't have T7 carriers yet. Should I get them before continuing to Queen 21? Callum, you're gonna end up having to level your carrier barracks anyways. There is like a resting point. I have a video out on like once Queen 20, what should you do now? What's next? But overall, you should be focusing on Queen 21. Always Queen 20, or always the Queen. What are the dailies we need to do? Same as normal. You're gonna want to get 500 activity points every day though. So your first 180 clay points, right? So the first 4 clams can contain clay up to 550 clay per person, and it takes 2,000 clay per tower. So 4 people essentially per tower. And then at 260 you get some Lost Island fruit, and at 500 you get Lost Island fruit, and you can kind of see that here inside of the season store. If I click on 260 you get 200, and 500 you get 300, so you should try and do 500 or 500 activity points every day. Yeah, gathering day is way nicer now. No, Jen, you can advance teleport instantaneous, so why Station Hill's there? I don't understand. It's not like someone can just like randomly teleport into your area. They have to take a tunnel first, and then once they take a tunnel, only so many people can move over at a time. So for every layer and residence that you take, so many people can be outside of your safe area. So like here, if I click on the info button, oh no, not on that info button. So if I click on it and then I click on the instructions button, it says, where is it? I don't recall where it is. But there's a certain amount of people that now magically get to come over, right? With it not inside of, oh, maybe it's the residences. Maybe that's why it is. Yeah, available sub areas to teleport, sub area 2, right? So there now, like certain people can teleport outside of your towers. Obviously, if you have a tower in there, enough X number of people can teleport in to fit your entire tower. That's it. What is the options to get island special events? It's 50% right during SVS. Is that it, or other than purchase? No, Marlon. So free-to-play players have 114 eggs that they can get if they have double rewards unlocked. SVS gives you 1 each day, but then you have free eggs. This is their second Hornet invasion. That they've done. So at least 2 Hornet invasions, I would imagine. But again, this is their second in like in a week and a half, 2 weeks. So maybe they'll do like 1 a week. And then inside of Force of the Tides, getting to level 18 gets you more eggs. So level 18, as you can see, has 2, and then level 12 has 1. So you have an additional 3 you can get there. What else you guys got? Any other questions, comments, concerns, queries, conundrums, or quibbles, or quidditch? And then obviously, Marlon, you get your free hatch every day. Free hatch right here. What I really wish they did, if I'm honest, what I really wish they did is I wish that they would have made the SVS eggs into Lost Island eggs, so that way it would like motivated people to continue to care about Lost Island. So I got 1 Lost Island egg out of 20. So now I'm up to 117, assuming I play optimally. Oh, and then Marlon, the last place to get them is inside of your season achievements. Your personal season achievements will give you up to 9, depending on which one you can go for. Daniel, I've been hitting 9th chest every day. Haven't struggled yet. Oh, except for build day. Building enhancement does not give enough points. I don't know why they said it fixed it, and I'm actually pretty frustrated because they said that it would do it. Whoa, 50? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Steve. That was insane. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate that. The new season special lands don't stay on the island. So I don't understand the question, Sarah. New season special lands come back with you. Yes, Sniper, you can only in other zones. We still haven't reached the first clash area, Tyler. It's all time gated. Steve, thank you again. I can't get that off my brain. Thank you so much. So you can only teleport within your towers and other zones until you take a residence, and then once you take a residence, it's going to give you a buff that allows available sub areas to teleport in sub area 4. So it allows like additional areas inside of it outside of your tower. So yeah. What ant should I choose on day 30 for the special link growth place? Whatever's going to unlock a skill 6 Callium. Daniel already answered your question. So Tyler, clash areas. So if we look real quick, so just to explain my answer a little bit better, sorry, I get a little bit distracted sometimes. If we look real quick, clash areas are all hidden behind this tunnel level 7, which is in bonus, right? Tunnel level 7. If we go over here, my current season milestone, which started with a 4-day timer, we're on day 3, is the tunnel level 7. So we won't unlock that until, what is that, Tuesday? Wednesday? Are you able to show an example of 2 towers being placed at a tunnel? I want to screenshot it to show the Alliance members. Let me see. I'll see if I can find one. Oh, oops, bad. NRS likes to place way too many towers. Nope, not that one. Thank you, love. That's a tunnel mixed with a ferry. I didn't even realize that. This is kind of what I'm talking about, right? So this alliance, this is like 3 alliance towers, so that's excessive to me. But this alliance tower right here and this alliance tower right here both touch the tunnel. Or this is a ferry, right? But the idea being that if it's a tunnel and a ferry mixed together, anyways, the idea is that if the ferry is taken, they have to take out 2 tunnels for you not to be able to fight against the ferry. So that's the idea. Steve Berger, thanks again. Sorry, my brain. Thank you so much for all the love, Steve. Adrian, does that kind of show your answer? Absolutely, Marlena. Have a good day. Ben Baller, I did promise one. I'm sorry to say that I don't think it's gonna come out in time. It should be out before you guys are able to hatch them though. So we are in the middle of working on one. But it didn't get finished in time. So I'm sorry about that. And I just kind of didn't. I didn't judge well how much I would how many questions I get asked and how frequently. So sorry. No, wonders aren't time gated at all, Tyler. It's just being able to get there. I don't expect all alliances to be able to take the wonder right away. It's a lot of troops and it's a lot of power, but it is possible with enough coordination. For older alliances and more developed alliances, I do not expect like server 350 plus, server 300 plus to be able to take a wonder without like seasoned troops and building enhancements, unless like there's a large space. Scott, that seems kind of odd. I don't understand what what would be significant about that one. Today is not like a. I expect, just to be clear, tomorrow at reset or tomorrow at the 30-minute mark, I expect a lot of bugs. I expect to get crashed. I expect to get kicked out. At midnight 30 UTC, I expect a lot of bugs. How is the game down for y'all but not for us? That's wild. What else, you guys? Anyone else? Any other questions? Happy to answer. My wife made me macaroni and cheese after I told her that I didn't want macaroni and cheese. Because she loves me. I got way too lucky with her. What else, you guys? Happy to help, happy to answer questions. Don't quit out. Oh, don't quit out of the game? Okay, got it, Jason. I do not plan on leaving. Sorry, Tony. Sorry about that. Well, hopefully I don't get DC'd. That'd make this stream come to a complete end, I guess. Trina, I have 13 max special ants. And don't plan on maxing any other special ants anytime soon, so that's how. But also, I value 9th chest more than I value... I value 9th special chest more than I value having advanced my special ants to the maximum extent possible. So every week I have like 5,000 spores, right? So this is my farm account, or this is the alt account, right? So I'm not paying the most attention, so I don't know how many spores it has right now. It has 6,763 spores, which is about on track. I'll go into the event. I'll go into the special ant event, their special ant day, with like 8,000 spores. I'm okay losing 3,500, 4,000 spores to get 9th chest, which it doesn't cost that many spores, but I'm okay losing 3,400 spores or whatever the math comes out to in order to ensure I get 9th chest. That's how I do it. Someone calculated it, and if I remember correctly, I could remember wrong. If I remember correctly, it's like 3,400 spores that you lose, you never get back. So that's how. Marcus, it sounds like a lot of people can't log in right now. I am super hoping. I I am hoping to get a dupe Crimson Fragger when I do my hatch. I have 2 more. I'm really hoping to get a dupe Crimson Fragger. What else you guys got? Any other questions, comments, concerns, queries, conundrums, quiffles, quabbles, quabbles, quidditch, quanobbles, whistles? I don't know. Is there another word here? You definitely do, Trina, but also I prioritize 9th chest. So I'll do... So like, let's say I'm starring up a special ant and I'm unlocking a skill. I clearly don't have enough spores to do the whole entire skill if I do the spore trick. I won't level up the special ant skill until like second to last CA to ensure I have enough spores for the spore trick. I'll do the spore trick, and then I'll do as many levels as I can on my starred special ants first. That's how I'll do it, Trina. I prioritize 9th chest, 3,400 creature remains with double rewards, Queen 25, more than I do a special ant skill level up. Especially losing build day. It's just too important not to. I can't afford to not get 9th chest on every other day. What else you guys got? Any other questions? Chewy, I just want you to know I'm gonna zero your hill while you're unable to log in. I'm heading there now. Pinball, you gotta just be active, hunt insects, find a dead hill, be a raider, find some dead hills, scout. So I can't do it now, but once your sentinel tree, once your sentinel tree is high enough, where's my sentinel tree? Once your sentinel tree is high enough, and we click on more info, class of enemy, so level 6 class of enemy, you can send out scouts, find dead anthills that are herder, and save them inside of your favorites page, right? So you can go here and you can click on any location, right? So like, let's click this random location. You can click here, you can add it to special, you can label it herder number 1, and then just hit that every like day or two for sand. That's how I do it. Tyler, the highest priority is nodes, and then layers and residences. Nodes, layers, and residences. Are alliances and Lost Island matches strictly based off of power, or is there more than matchmaking process? Power and player number, but like some of the matchups were like super good, and some of the matchups were not good. So like Trina, who's in chat, got like a pretty solid matchup lineup. I, on the other hand, went from 2.4 mil to 5.7 mil. So not balanced. As a free-to-play player, it's frustrating when the wallet warriors beat you up. Any tips for growing faster? Get to Queen 25, unlock double rewards. Same thing. I don't really view them as wallet warriors, though. I view them as the reason I get to play this game. Yeah, Boogie, everyone's saying that. It sounds like since I haven't left, I'm good. Yeah, Sniper, mine is really bad. I would show you guys if I could, but mine is really bad. Bindas, it sounds like it's an unexpected outage in the game. If we look, it doesn't even look like there was a notification in game, so Tony, have you maxed out zone development before you start working on T9s to make it easier for you to reach 9th chest every single time? Yeah, Trina, they should have broke it down into like 50 server ranges. It should have been like server 251 to servers 300. this matchmaking from we're like server 104, server 109 to server 420. It's insane. Jason says he's back in. Tony, I'm not quite sure then. Why you're struggling to get ninth chest? You can't have multiple players occupy a node. Only one person can occupy a node. There's a screenshot going around. I don't have it available anymore, but it's T4s for level 4 resource nodes, T8s or T7s for level 2 resource nodes, T8s for level 3 resource nodes, and T9s for level 4 resource nodes, T10s for level 5 resource nodes, and then season special ants for level 6 and above resource nodes. So super easy, Tyler. Just hit the one based off of your troops. Bindes, I would just save up, see what happens. It depends on how bad your healing is, how bad things are like that. Some people are using diamonds to buy teleports to speed up healing, things like that. It depends on how much PvP you're gonna go in. Tony, it just comes with time. Everything takes time. It took me like a month after. Hey Cameron, what's up? Any other questions, you guys? Happy to help, happy to help. Tony, I'm not really sure why you're not what's taking the time. I don't know, it took like a month and a half, 2 months. How much resources should people have going into this? I'm giving my team resources currently with farms etc. The more the merrier, Steve. Healing is fixed for seasonal troop ants, and it's not really fixed. It's still pretty expensive. There's screenshots in my Discord to show it post update. I have Cameron. I did an entire YouTube video on it yesterday, and I've talked about it like twice in this stream. That's why I asked you for an update. I actually asked you while I was live. I thought you were gonna post an update of the map to include leaves. And yes, I would prioritize leveling up your VIP. What else you guys got? Any other questions? Absolutely. For those that don't know, Cameron is the professor. I believe his alliance is TOY. He's the guy that made the really nice map. Yeah, no problem, Tony. Yeah, Thor. People are Eeyore. People are saying that some are getting in, some are not. All good. You're fine, Professor. Fran, you should prioritize enjoying the game. Before getting in there, it's a day away. So unless you're from server 501 or later, it's a day away. Just enjoy the game now. Go in with max stamina. Should I spend diamonds on items like rocks, or should I just complete quests to get those otherwise unattainable items? I spent diamonds on rocks. It's impossible to get them from quests or fully from quests. No, it'll only the first 180 activity points a day. 550 total to be exact. 100 from level 30, 120 from 70, 150 from 120, and 180 from shell 4. No problem, Professor. You helping out the community is all I ever ask anyone to do. Amber, did you stop games so we can enter here? What else you guys got? Anyone else? Happy to help, happy to answer questions. Just gotta ask them. Yep, they can overlap. It's inefficient to do it at all times. But yep, they can overlap, Professor. As much as you want. A couple of videos ago and a live ago, I showed some pretty horrendous overlapping. I think it's still over here. Yeah, here you can see like 7 alliance towers. There's like 15 alliance towers inside of one screen. So they can literally be side by side, stacked on top of each other, whatever you want. No, they do not get... It does... Oh, sorry, no. They do stop short of the opponent. Yes, they do stop short. Top priority things is get 180 activity points and get 20... No, they cannot, Professor. Top priority things when getting into the tower is 20 nodes, getting 180 activity points, and waiting for your R3, R4, whoever's in charge of placing towers, to place the towers to get to layer level 3, layer level 4. You should really be going for like a layer level 3, layer level 4, if at all possible, just to boost morale, showing that it's like possible. Adel, no creature gives clay, and island fruits are given by hornets. Or all insects give, all creatures give clay, or give island fruits. Island fruits are obtained through hunting creatures, hunting lizards, hunting geckos, and gathering. All free to play, and getting activity points up to 500. Sarah Herder's, in my opinion, the worst class for Lost Island. So yeah, Bougie, I play on PC. I play on BlueStacks. Tyler, I would say like you need 15 T9 players with like high evolution, high stuff to take it at with T9s. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. And there's no like winning or losing. There's just ranking. There's no like just showing up gives you rewards. It should all be your main focus. So whatever your highest in evolution has been, ballers, what you should be taking. Smitten, you crashed the game. It's because they heard that you were going to be a moderator, so they told the game to crash. Bougie, I've never had issues with BlueStacks, as you can tell. Never had frames drop, never had any issues. No, at a late Rainforest event will not be in Lost Island. You buy them through the season store via Fruit. $10, $15. It might have been like 25 for the Wonder. I think we had like most people on, so maybe like 25 for the Wonder. But maybe like 10 for a layer level 6, 15 for a layer level 6. But again, we're all T9 users, 9-star orange insects, orange, max rarity, orange, max evolution, max. It's like adding a max in there. like Trina's saying that in her server 2 matchup, no one's taken above a level 5 anything. So like keep that in mind. Like power levels could be vastly different. What else you guys got? Four Adel. You can get 4 per store. 4 inside of season rewards, or sorry, inside of the season store. 4 inside of here. I've already bought 1, and then 1 exotic shell a week. A week. It resets every week. So pretty easy. All right, you guys. It sounds like the questions are pretty over. So I'm gonna head and call it here, you guys. Thank you guys for all the love and support. It's been insane. Sorry for a short stream, you guys. I meant to do it earlier, but things came up. I really do appreciate you guys showing up and everything like that. I really appreciate you guys showing the love and support. As always, you guys, you can catch me in the YouTube comments. I do try to be active there. I do not have any season special ants, Professor, besides the 1 free one. You can find me on the Discord. I'm the most active there. I try to be as active as possible inside of the Discord. Or worst case scenario, you catch me on server 260 or server 7. Until next time, y'all, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry.